are. It's holiday season 2025, and this concept is near and dear to my heart. The sanctuary shift for a relaxed holiday season. I'm in it. I'm into this topic and here to share this philosophy, I'm going to call it, is Rachel Schemmerling. Welcome to the set, Rachel. We've had you on the show before, but this topic I think people are really, really going to connect to. So please tell us a little bit about yourself.
Thank you. Thank you, Lynn. Thank you, Tina.
Yeah.
Thank you, everyone. I'm so glad to be here again. I really appreciate you having me back. So my name is Rachel Schemmerling. I am a interior designer transitioning now into a lifestyle strategist. This is where I help women through that shift of life, that time of where we've all gone through a bump, and it's time to maybe kind of reevaluate who we're becoming and who we want to be, and how to create a home that supports that. So
I love that. Kind of like empty nest.
Empty nesters, recently divorced, having suffered an illness, whatever that bump in life was that created a transition for you, and it wasn't where life was planned. So it's time to make a change, and there's a way to set up your home to support you in that.
Love.
And what I think is nice too is we're all kind of at an age with experience and wisdom, and we have a lot to share and support. So it sounds like a wonderful thing that you are embracing and bringing for other women.
Exactly.
Yay!
Exactly.
So Lynn had mentioned about a sanctuary shift.
Yes.
So I'm curious, and I'm sure our audience will be interested too, is what is a concept of a sanctuary shift? What does that mean?
So it was something I came up with as an interior designer that kind of focuses on wellness design. I thought that this would be a really great signature offer, a great program for women to go through the steps of reevaluating their home while they're reevaluating their lives, and what do you need to do to get to that point of creating a sanctuary in your home. And so I created the 9 steps. It's a 30-day program, 3 sessions with me, either in person, online, or in a group setting. And it also coincides with my Ginger Jar Society, which is a women's community where we'll meet monthly, and there'll be various workshops and programs, and just the ability to connect, heal, and learn.
Great.
So,
Great. And we're going to learn more about this too.
yes.
Yeah, I really love the idea of focusing on, I don't know, sanctuary. That word really just resonates with me.
What do you think, Diane?
Yeah, well, I can't wait to hear about the 9 steps.
Yes.
And
Are you going to tell us about each one of the steps?
Yeah, and you brought kind of a write-up about them, if we can show that also as you talk about the 9 steps, so everybody can kind of get the visual and follow along.
That sounds great. So it's basically a transformational approach that really helps you redesign both your home and your inner life so that they work together to support your new goals. So I broke it down based on the word sanctuary. And so in the beginning, it's setting your intention, really clarifying how you want to feel at home, define your outcomes, setting your guiding signals, figuring out what are you really intending to do with this next chapter.
Or even the space or this room.
Correct.
Or whatever
Correct.
that might
And
be.
how that space is going to support you. For a brief example, you may have a children's room that they went off to college and they no longer live with you, and now you want a craft space or an exercise room, or you need to set up a place where you have a little reading corner, that kind of thing.
Love it.
Assessing your now. So you're really auditing all those spaces. You're looking at your home in a new way, and figuring out where there's some friction points. What area of your home is really supportive? What is not? What is really bothering you? I always go back to the It's a Wonderful Life movie where he walks into the home and he picks up the newel post and it always falls off. Those little frustrating points in your house are really what amp up your stress. And so those are the things you want to address.
Love that. That's a good A.
Yeah. And is noticing and honoring your story. So just really, looking at where you are now and naming what your values are. This is a new season of life for you. Assessing where your energy is at and how you want your home to be reflecting who you are. Clearing the clutter. That is the biggest one and the hardest part of the program. Clearing and decluttering with purpose. So you're really releasing what no longer serves you.
That's so important. I feel like I'm doing that all the time.
Yeah.
You are, because
Yes.
I hear, I did this closet, I
Yes.
did these drawers. So you are.
Yep. Keep, store, donate, or let go with empathy. I mean, that's a big part of it. Treasuring and curating what remains, really elevating the things that are meaningful to you and keeping those things that you treasure.
Oh, I love that, because sometimes when you're decluttering, you unearth things
Yes.
that are, you're like,
Yes.
wait a minute,
I love that.
where
Yeah.
was that? I just found that.
Yes.
And then that comes to the forefront, and something else maybe that you had on a
Exactly.
shelf is like,
Yes.
yeah, I'm going to replace that.
Right, or just looking at things in a new way, and maybe you have 1,000 of these little widgets or little things people have given you, but you can't keep everything. You can't take it with you. So take a picture and start an album of all of the beautiful gifts that have been given to you, or various different things you can do. Understanding your zones and flow. So really figuring out how the space is flowing, and is it really supporting you in this new endeavor of changing your life. So you map out how the spaces function, define your boundaries, and then you're going to add beauty. You're adding in what you love, adding in some pretty things and nourishing your senses. That's the biggest part. Bringing in textures and lighting and plants and sensory details that really uplift you and soothe you. Colors. R is rituals and anchors for a daily life. So design your mornings and your evening practices with little rituals and things that you start your day and end your day with. Hospitality touch points is just things that you do that when you have guests over, and do you want to have more guests? Do you want to entertain still?
And then you
looking
can
at
kind of,
things.
those things can be shifted as needed
Right.
in your space.
Yes.
But you don't want to
Make it
get rid
versatile.
of those things, because
Right.
then when you need them, you need to kind of pull them to the forefront.
Exactly.
Because they're useful. Yes.
And lastly, your shift in action. So you're really kind of taking account for all of the changes that you're making, and really revisit this and keep going through the program on your own to install and integrate those habits into your life, into your daily life.
This is like beautiful, and it's like so perfectly like put together, and I feel that someone with your background is the one who can do this. You know what I
Who thought
mean?
that
Like-
sanctuary was an acronym?
I love it.
I mean, what do you think, Diane? How do you like that acronym?
Love it. I can't wait to use it.
Which one did you resonate with the most?
I don't know if there's one. I mean, I like all of them. I like adding the texture and the flower. I mean, I haven't recently added enough things, so I'd like to add some texture and some color to my my home, I think.
Nice.
How about you, Lynn?
Well, I want to tie in the sanctuary to this next question. And then I think we're going to talk about what Diane had to say when we were planning this episode. How can we use this concept when we're creating this relaxed holiday? And I love that term, because what's the word we normally use with holiday?
Stress.
Hectic holiday, right?
Yes.
We're always, got to get the gifts. We're running around like crazy.
Yeah.
How does this translate into this relaxed holiday?
It's from taking chaos into clarity. It's really slowing things down and just thinking about what's really important. When you start to pull out all the decorations for Christmas or whatever holiday you had to happen to celebrate, really reevaluating and deciding, does everything need to come out now? And do we need to bring, all of the stress onto ourselves, and just slowing down all of the things that we do.
And that totally resonated with, I think, all of us when we were thinking about, okay, that we're moving forward into this holiday season, and so many people decorate on November 1st and all of the things. And a lot of people start doing it because they decorate in stages because
Right.
they have so much to put out. And if that brings them joy, great.
Right.
I think that's
Right.
wonderful. But I think we all had a little piece.
Yes.
My piece was, I don't love all of the things. I like subtlety. And we get a real tree, so I don't want to put it up too early. But
Right.
you know, I like shifts and ornaments and things like that, but I know Diane had something particular that she said she always wanted and was kind of clinging to some things. Diane, did you want to share that?
Yeah, well, I've always wanted a beautiful Martha Stewart tree, and I always start out that way, but as I add all the ornaments on my tree, I don't love all of them because they don't match. In other words, I want a Martha Stewart tree that has like all the ornaments match and all the bows match. And things have broken over the years. And then I feel guilty because I want to put the ornaments on there that don't match because I remember the memories and I remember who gave them to me.
Sure.
So I came up with this idea as we were all talking. I have a coffee table that's a shadow box. And so, in other words, the top of the coffee table is glass, and you can see into it. And this year, I'm going to try something different. I'm going to put the mismatched ornaments in the shadow box and make the tree look like Martha Stewart.
Nice. I
Beautiful.
love that.
Rachel.
I love that. That's beautiful. Great idea.
See, that's
Great way
that's
to
a great
showcase.
sanctuary shift, and I'm not sure that probably covers a bunch of different letters within that acronym.
sure.
But I really love that, and I've
It's
kind
honoring
of
where you're at and also, you know, honoring those memories.
exactly, and I know Dina, you have some traditions as well.
Yeah, she was talking about her Martha Stewart tree, and I have my Victorian tree. And for that very reason is, you know, there's a lot of ornaments that are family ornaments of vacations and things that we've gotten for different times in our lives, and that is on our family tree. But I like my own Victorian tree, so it's kind of that one theme.
Yes.
And I love that. And
That's
that goes up every single year, no matter what.
And that brings you joy.
It brings me a lot of joy. It really does. So I love that.
That's wonderful. And I think an important part of all of this is that you're honoring those things. You're honoring the things that bring you joy, but also wanting to bring in a little something different. And
And within my world, I grew up with a great aunt who would always gift us Christmas ornaments. So when I left my home, I had Christmas ornaments for my tree.
yes.
And I've also done that for my kids.
Yes.
So when they, start having their family, they will take those with them. But
That's
those are
nice.
currently on my tree.
Yes.
So the
Passing
anticipation
it down.
of that is
The heirlooms.
twofold. It's joy and it's a little bit sad
Sure.
because then I will have to shift myself into a new mode, and I don't have a Diane or a dream of a specific tree.
Yeah.
I don't have that, so I guess I'm going to have to figure that out.
And it could be as simple as just some fresh greens on
Yeah.
your sideboard. It could be
Yeah.
whatever you see as what serves you for the holiday,
And I don't
makes
know
it easy for you.
Does that mean I'm resisting? Because
don't think
when I'm
so.
in my home, I can sit there, close my eyes, and know that I want to declutter a certain space, or I know that something is bothering me. But for that, I don't know. So I'll have to figure that one out.
And I think another fun thing too, like you were talking about ornaments, is in my family, one tradition that we do is whenever somebody gets married, everybody gives Christmas ornaments for that reason
that's
too,
lovely.
as far as when they have their first Christmas, they have like these special ornaments that came from different family members,
That's
which I
so
think is
nice.
really sweet too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
lovely.
Yes. So I'm kind of excited that we get a craft because I love a little activity. So we're going to kind of focus now on not only like how we are creating the look of our space, but also how we are nourishing our senses.
Exactly.
And the sense of smell.
Yes,
Is one of them that
exactly.
we're going to be kind of highlighting.
Yes.
So can you tell us just a little bit about what we're going to be doing and what you brought today? Because this kind of centerpiece here is part of our craft.
Yes. So our olfactory system is, it really creates strong memory associations, and it has a direct connection to our brain's limbic system. So it really processes emotions and memories, and that really is a big part of nourishing our senses. So scent, and of course it should be natural. There's so many toxic chemicals out there. I love this. There's various different recipes for these online. You can gift them to people in a jar. You can do them, I've seen them in beautiful cellophane bags with ribbons and beautiful
So
tags.
can you like kind of hold up so people can see, oh, we just got an actual gorgeous view right here
There we go.
of what's here on the tray.
Sure. So
hold it up
a
for
great
you.
way to bring in some of these natural scents is we've got cranberries, allspice berries, cinnamon, rosemary, cloves, dried or dehydrated oranges, and various types of pine. And what you do is yesterday I took some orange slices and I dehydrated these in the oven for about 3 to 4 hours on a tray with parchment paper, and they come out like this so that when you put them in the jars they don't get moldy.
Yep. Oh, wow.
But you don't really have to go to the extent of the whole jar. You can just put these items in a pot with some water and the back of the stove and let them simmer, and the scent just fills the home and makes it really nice and
Cool.
brings in those Christmas memories.
So let's do this.
Sure. All right, so I brought you each a jar. Here you go.
Wonderful.
And you had one kind of already
And
created.
yep, for the sake of TV, we have
Yes.
one already completed.
So you would just
So,
dump that
yep.
into a
So-
pot and simmer it.
Yep, so you just put this right
Okay.
into a pot. But to create it, and it makes a really lovely gift.
Oh,
You put in
yes.
most of the items are readily available at your grocery store, any place where you go shopping for
So
natural
any
items, even in your
certain,
backyard.
is
I
it
would
just kind
probably
of whatever you
start
want,
with
or
your
where do we begin?
cranberries. Start with your cranberries
Okay.
to give it sort of a base.
Of course, I'm
I like
rebel.
that you put in the cinnamon first, actually, because I found that when I was doing it, I had to move the cranberries around a little bit to make it fit.
Okay.
But that is okay. And then you put in some of those little cloves, sprinkle in some
Oh, it
allspice
smells
berries.
wonderful.
Up here.
Already smells good.
Yep.
And then you put in some cinnamon, some rosemary, break off a piece.
So here's rosemary.
But you don't have to put it, you
Oh.
can be selective if there's something you didn't like, right?
Sure. Yep. If you're not into pine scents, if you don't want rosemary, you can there's, like I said, there's a million different recipes for these.
I'm
You can use
happy.
And
lemons.
the orange.
I don't know if this is going to shut now.
Yeah, you might have to adjust that cinnamon there. But it's lovely, and so that right there makes
That
such
is
a nice
beautiful.
gift. You can wrap these with a nice fabric. You can put them in cellophane. You can put some beautiful ribbons on here, and it just makes a fairly inexpensive, easy gift.
Yes.
To bring in the Christmas spirit.
How nice, like if you had a little holiday party, right? And you wanted a little favor
Yep.
at the table. So it not only becomes part of your table setting, but it is something that each person takes home as a little gift. I love that. And then we are just taking it to one more other option too.
So this is lovely as a gift as it is, but if you're at home and you don't have time to dehydrate oranges and all that, you can just put them in the pot as they are.
And we'll show this
show this
too,
a little
that all those same items
items are
are, even though it's kind of hard to see because they're falling, but they're all the same items that were on the tray
Yep.
are in the pot.
And you just cover them with some water.
And put some water in
Right,
here.
just to cover them, or do you just need just a little
I
bit?
would just cover them, and then you keep an eye on it because
'cause-
the water
Okay.
will boil down.
Okay.
But as this starts to warm and simmer, it starts to fill the room with this gorgeous scent. And it's just a natural, easy way to bring in some Christmas spirit without
Nice.
a whole lot of fuss.
How fun would that
or
be? Like
toxic
you,
chemicals.
you have that on the stove when you have your holiday party, and then you have these out, and everyone goes, "Oh my God, I love that smell!" And you said, "Guess what? You're taking it home."
Yes.
Like, how cool is that?
Exactly.
I love it.
And you get to take those home as well.
I
Those are
know.
gifts for you.
Oh, thank you. I love that.
Everybody loves a gift.
Absolutely. And so we
Diane,
just,
are you going to try that at home?
I'll have to send you one in the mail.
Are you gonna send out the recipe for everybody to have?
I certainly
Sure.
Is that
can.
on the screen? I don't know if it's coming up later, maybe.
I can
it's
definitely
not
provide
on the
that.
screen because I guess the recipe could be a little bit of anything of
It
what
can
people
vary.
want.
Sure, it can vary, but I'll get you a copy and you can add it.
for sure.
Yes. And I really love the rosemary. I don't think I would have thought of that,
Yeah,
you know? And it did smell very nice.
it adds a nice herbal scent.
Yay.
So it's a really nice thing to do.
Yes. So we did like the simmer pot is what we just showed, and I love how you can like have that set now going throughout.
All through Thanksgiving, through the Christmas
Yes.
holiday, Hanukkah, all the way through to the new year.
Nice.
It's a nice thing to do all winter.
I think you could really do it seasonally.
Any time of the year, you can
Yes.
use lemons and lavender in the
Yes.
spring, in the summer.
Yeah, absolutely. So you have some, you talked about in the beginning doing a shift,
Yes,
right?
shifting myself.
And so tell us a little bit about what's happening new for you.
Sure. So for the past 18 years or so, I've been an interior designer. I did a lot of consulting in the beginning and shifted into full service. And now I've just realized it's time to kind of close that chapter, and I really want to put more energy into the Ginger Jar Society, my women's community, and this program, the Sanctuary Shift, and see where that goes. It's kind of been a little passion project of mine that I've been building over the course of the last year or so, and so I feel like it's time to really kind of dive into it.
So that's kind of a community.
Yes.
You've created a community around the philosophies that are near and dear to your heart.
Exactly.
And Lynn and I attended one of your events at the Westbrook Inn, which was another wonderful guest on our show, and we highlighted with
Yes.
her the tea time.
Yes.
And that's what you did, is you hosted a tea time.
Yes, love tea. Tea is one of the near and dear to my heart. I've always enjoyed going to tea. Westbrook Inn is, in my opinion, one of the best on the shoreline. And
Yes.
it's always nice when women gather and sip a hot beverage, whether it's tea or coffee, whatever you're having, and just enjoy each other's company. And I feel like that's a big part of that, that Ginger Jar Society community is what that will entail.
Yeah, that's
Well, I love the idea you're really playing with all of the senses, and in what you're saying, I had dinner with someone last night, and she was making comments about the awareness around shifting, slowing down,
Yes.
and truly making things matter.
Exactly.
And I think that really encompasses everything that you shared with us today.
Exactly. That's what it's all about.
So
Yep.
I embrace this sanctuary philosophy because I feel like unknowingly I've kind of been easing into doing these things.
Yes.
And I had another friend reach out to me about something else, but she is kind of on the same page about wanting to downsize. And it's maybe not the right thing to do if we follow this sanctuary idea.
It may or may not be. And,
Right?
and as you're downsizing, it may be the process that you go through
Right.
to downsize.
It's downsizing with purpose.
Correct.
that
Whether you're in your
is how
home and
I
you stay there,
see
or
it.
you're
Yeah.
downsizing and you're shifting the location, it's really it's
refunctioning.
matching.
Yeah.
It's bringing together the inner work you're doing with the work you're doing in your home.
So I kind of think of it as like a refunctioning. Like you're taking your spaces and you're going, how can I use this to my my purpose now?
Yes.
Versus, oh, it's the space and it's too much space.
Right.
And I'm going to use that now because it makes more sense
Sure.
for me in this stage. So
exactly.
I absolutely love this philosophy. So thank you for sharing that with us
Yes,
today.
I'm so
glad
Do you have any closing thoughts to share with us today about all of these things as we ease into the holiday, what we should be paying attention to
Yeah.
when we might not get it?
Or when we want to decrease the stress.
Agreed. I think that a lot of people can relate to this. I think that, and that's why I created it, that we all need to just sort of take a breath, whether you're in this stage of life or any season, with everything that's going on in the world, the news, turn the TV off and really just appreciate and really, fill your heart with that gratitude and just take a moment to really consider what's most important. And really just think about how you can help others and connect and heal and learn.
And I was just thinking also how we can make those shifts without feeling guilty.
Right.
Like how we can choose not to put certain items out because maybe someone important to us gave that gift, but maybe it just doesn't seem to resonate the same emotion that it did at one time. So I like the idea where you said like take photos, or maybe like Diane, present it differently.
Correct. Yep. Honor it.
She even mentioned like before, even if you don't have like a table with a glass top, is doing like a nice bowl.
I do that. Yep.
And put some ornaments and maybe some little
fresh greens.
balls, greens,
Sure.
whatever.
Yeah, a nice,
would be really nice.
tray.
And this is beautiful too. Like,
Beautiful.
how pretty is this on your table?
Yep.
You know?
Just a collection of things that you love and share them with others. It doesn't have to, they're letting go of the guilt is a big part of the program. It's letting go of all of the shoulds. And now you're doing you.
So how can someone connect with you?
So my website is still timelesslivingdesigns.com. A lot of the information is on there, and that will shift and change over the course of the next few months.
Beautiful logo.
Yeah, it's all about timeless living.
Beautiful. Well,
Beautiful. Love
thank
it.
you. Thank you so much
Thank
for
you, Jen.
joining us and being here and talking about
Thank you for having me.
ways to like decrease the stress
Yes.
for the holiday season.
Breathe.
And isn't that a silver lining?
It
A
is.
beautiful holiday, and
Yes.
it doesn't have to be exactly perfect, right? It is, it's
Agreed.
our special holiday.
Yes.
So
Yes. And we wish you all a very happy holiday
holiday
season, right?
and always look for the silver lining.
Linings.